Hello and welcome my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. I hope that you have given your exam with your full on preparation, and I hope that now we are going to fly with the good colors, with the good marks. My dear students, now as you know that you have been appearing for the different papers, for the different subjects. Daily you have new paper. From evening 8 to 12 you are getting the time for writing your answers in your paper. So students, now since one lecture we have started our grammar part. As you know that we have already finished for the English exam, in which grammar was not included. In FA1, in this FA2, grammar part was not included. So students, now we will revise grammar in the few lectures so that in upcoming SA1 exam, if you have to appear for grammar part, that will be easier for you if you have prepared in advance. That is why since previous lecture I have started grammar part explanation. As you all know that students, in the previous lecture we have started the chapter 7 in our grammar textbook, and I know that many of you are having the book. I even know that many of you are not having the book, but it's okay. Even if you have, if you don't have, you don't have to worry about that. As you know that I will teach you everything on the board. Now whether it is a definition given in your book, example given in your book, warm-up exercise given in your book, or is it exercise, each and everything I will solve here on the board. Your duty is to just pay attention on the board, listen to me carefully my explanation, and solve the exercise with me. I hope that much I can expect from you. So are you all ready with your rough notebook and textbook? Okay, so let's start our day with a beautiful thought. Thought of the day is, if you can see a positive side in everything, you will be able to live much richer life than others. That means if you know how to see positive in everything, you can live much richer life than others. Rich does not mean only by money. If you are rich by heart, if you are rich with the happiness, someone is rich with the sadness, but we have to be rich with our happiness. So if you see positive side in everything, you will be much more richer than others in the happiness. So be richer in happiness, be satisfied, and let us start our lecture today. My dear students, now I hope at least by now you are ready with your rough notebooks. So let's get started with today's lecture. Give the heading chapter number 7, simple present tense. Give the heading in your rough notebook, chapter number 7, grammar, simple present tense. Till then I will clear this board and I will also write the heading. So I hope that in that much time you will also write the heading in your rough notebook. So I am going to clear the board so that I can give the heading as you all are giving. And I hope at least you are giving the heading. So, which chapter we are going to start with? Chapter number 7. We have already started in the previous lecture. And the name of the chapter is Simple Present Tense. I hope my little champs, you have also given the heading. If not, please give the heading Simple Present Tense this is the name of chapter. We have already started in the previous lecture, chapter number 7. See, if you don't have textbook, you don't have to worry. Even if you have the textbook, you have to look and write each and everything asked to you from the board. Even if you have textbook, you have to solve it in your rough book first, and then you can solve it later in your textbook. I hope this instruction is clear. Now, please give the heading, chapter 7, simple present tense. I'll give you 2 seconds. I hope that in that much time you will give the heading. Make sure, my dear students, you do not have to continue with the yesterday's work. You have to give this heading on the new page. Also, please mention today's date. Today's date should be mentioned. I would request to the parents who are watching the lecture, please help your children to give the heading. Okay, so my dear students, I hope that by this time you have given the heading. Please check the spelling of simple present tense. Okay, my dear students, let's just recollect what we have done in the previous lecture. So in the previous lecture, I explained you the topic, what is verb. In the previous lecture, if you remember and if you have watched my lecture carefully, now you know what is verb. Verb is an action word which shows any action or any activity. For example, again I will repeat. For example, you will say that Rohan sir is writing on the board. Rohan sir is writing on the board. So what am I doing? What is Rohan sir doing? Writing. So writing is action. It is a kind of action. It is a kind of activity, right? I am doing some action. What am I doing? I am writing. So writing is verb. Now I will say students are playing in the mobile. Students are playing in the mobile. And I hope you all do that. I also hope that you will leave that habit. You will not play the game in the mobile, which is very bad for the eyes. Anyways, so I will say that students are playing the game in the mobile. What you are doing? Playing. So playing is also action. So playing is verb. So that was just a short revision with the live example for you people to understand again what is verb. I hope now you know what is verb. And if you remember, we have not only solved warm-up exercise, but we have even solved exercise number 1 of this chapter. So that is the reason why I asked you to watch the lectures, videos daily in the sequence, so that with the end of 3 or 4 lectures, one chapter will be clear to you and which will be very much precisely fit in your mind. Now we are going to carry on with the same chapter. First, in the first lecture we understood what is verb. Now in this lecture we are going to carry on with a different topic, with another topic of the same chapter. Are you all ready? Let's get started with this chapter. So you have understood what is verb. Now you have to just copy down the sentences with me. You have to just copy down sentences with me. Please hold your pencil in the hand and be ready to write whatever I am writing. So You have to just draw a line. Now, I sing. We sing. You sing. And then draw this line. Now write he sings. She sings. It sings. Okay. Just look at the table, students. See, you don't have to take the scale and draw. Don't take so much time. You just have to do as I am doing. I sing, we sing, you sing. And students, in your book there are lines. So you have to leave one line. Please leave one line so that your work looks neat and clean, and later when I explain you this concept, what we are doing, you will be able to understand. Make sure you write it as I have written. So I will give you time, 5 seconds time. Please write it down. You can see that first 3 words I, we, you, and then I have drawn the line. Again then I have written he, she, it. I hope students you are writing, and please write with good handwriting. Now it is not possible for you to use the different color of pen and pencil as I am using, but please make sure you write the correct spelling. Okay, now I will read it once for you so that you will be able to understand why have I written this. I sing, we sing, you sing. Okay, till here it is very much clear. But he sings, she sings, it sings. Now if you observe, I have written S in the end with different color. Why? Because to highlight that in first 3 words, the word was sing, but in the second half part it changes to sings. One S is added, sings. Why? Don't you think this is a bit changed? Just look at the word here and here. Just look at the difference. This one and this one. Here, one extra S is there. Yes or no? Yes, one extra S is there. Why? That is what you have to understand now. That is what you have to understand now. So be ready to understand, and I hope that you have written this. I suppose that I should give 3 to 4 seconds more. Please write it down. I hope that in this time you are not wasting the time and you are writing whatever I have given you. Okay, my dear students, now it's time to explain you. Now it's time to explain you that why have I written sings in all these 3 and sing in all the three. So this is the rule. In simple present tense, there is a rule that if any sentence, listen to me very carefully, in simple present tense, there is a rule that if any sentence starts with he, she or it, if any sentence starts with he, she or it, then we have to add s or es with verb. You know verb? Verb is an action. Sing, to sing a song, it is also the action. So we have added s with the verb sing because there is he, she and it. I hope this is clear. I will write one example. I will write the example here. He sings beautifully. He sings beautifully. Can you see, students? He sings beautifully. Please write this example in your books. I request you to write this example in your book. He sings beautifully. I have written that example to explain you why have I added s. I hope, students, you have written that he sings beautifully. So my dear students, I have added s with the verb. What is verb? Verb is action. What is verb? Verb is action. So with the action of sing, with the verb sing, I have added s because there was he in the sentence. Now see here, if there is he, she, it, you have to add s. So here there was he in the sentence, that is why I have added s with the verb. I hope this is clear to you. One more example I will write. Okay, students, as you can see, I have written one more example. I sing sweetly. I sing sweetly. No, I do not sing. Your Rohan sir doesn't know how to sing. So this is just an example. So the example is I sing sweetly. Now can you see the difference between one example and second example? First and second example, can you see the difference? What is the difference? Here I have written sings and here I have written sing. Now here you can see that in the starting of the sentence I is there. So if I is there, we have to just write sing. We don't have to add s. Is that clear? So please write this example also. I'll give you 1 or 2 seconds. Please write both the examples like I have written, leaving one line. I'll give you 2 seconds. I hope that, students, you are trying to understand this concept, and as much as you will practice, you will be able to solve it more precisely. Please make sure that you try to understand the concept. So my dear students, given in your book. I am going to read the definition given in your book on page number 25. Page number 25. One definition is given, I am going to read that. We usually add s to verb when we use it with a singular noun or pronouns he, she, it. So students, very simple and very clear. One last time I will explain you. We usually add s. We usually add extra s with the verb when there is he, she, it or singular, any one name or he, she, it, then we have to add extra s with the verb, only with the verb, with the action in the sentence. As soon as we will solve the exercise, you will get the more idea about this concept. But for now, you have to write all these things I have written. And I hope that the smart and the intelligent students are following my instructions and they have already written. I will still give you 1 or 2 seconds more. Please copy down these examples, it is very much necessary. Okay, my dear students, I hope that you have written all these things. Now, either on the same page or on the new page, you have to write what I am going to write now. So first I will clear the board so that I can explain you second concept, which is almost same as this concept is. So, I am going to clear the board to explain you another concept with the same time. Okay, now students, now you know that we have to add extra s with the word he, she, it. We have to add extra s with the verb when there is he, she, it. Now we will understand another concept where we have to add es. Just now I explained you we have to add s when any sentence starts with he or she or it or anyone's name. Now where do we have to add es? That is what we are going to understand now. So students, it is very simple. Please make sure students, you also have to write this. So please start writing, because I am not going to give you any extra time. I hope, my dear students, that you have started writing this. Please make sure students that you have to leave one line. You have to leave one line. Okay, so I have written a few examples. I have written few examples to explain you that which kind of words or which types of words will change with the end of es. Just now I explained you that we add s at the end. Now where do we end the word with es? That is what I am going to explain you. But for that you have to write down this. Please write it down. I will give you 3 to 4 seconds. First word is go, G-O-E-S, goes. Second word is watch, W-A-T-C-H-E-S, watches. Third word is mix, M-I-X-E-S, mixes. Fourth word is guess, G-U-E-S-S-E-S, guesses. And the last word is push, P-U-S-H-E-S, pushes. I hope that you have written this. Now, till you are writing that, I will write one more instruction. Okay, my dear students, now let me explain you this concept. My dear students, now you know what is verb. What is verb? Any action is called verb. Now, any verb which ends with, which is ending, run, eat, sleep. So these all are different verbs. Now, any verb ending with O, CH, SH, double S, X and Z. If any verb is ending with any of these, then we have to add ES. Now I'll show you. Now this word go, G-O, go, it is ending with O. It is ending with O. That is why we have added ES. Similarly, this word watch, W-A-T-C-H, it is ending with CH. It is ending with CH. So can you see here? Here can you see? CH. So if any verb is ending with CH, we have to add ES. So these are the criteria. If any verb is ending with O, CH, SH, double S, X or Z, only then we have to add ES. Please write this down. Students, on the left hand side I have written verb ending with O, CH, SH, double S, X and Z. So if any verb is ending with any of these given extensions, at that time you have to add ES in the simple present tense. Okay, my dear students, so in today's lesson I have explained you where do we have to add S and where do we have to add ES. Sometimes it is possible that by looking at the lecture one time, you will not be able to understand. At that time you have to look, and that time you have to watch the lecture 2 or 3 times to understand the concept. But please make sure that while you are understanding the concept, examples are very necessary. If you will observe the examples carefully, quickly you will be able to understand the concept. With this, I end my lecture today. Goodbye. Take care.